Reserve time. Dire team ban.
Oh!
Dire team ban.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a bloody day here on day 3 of the Summit 3 by Gigabyte, and it's time for our final elimination match. I'm LD, of course. I'm joined here by two of the... We actually had a cast last time, guys. The Summit 2.
Yeah, we did.
Reunited.
Yeah. It's becoming a tradition.
Puppey, of course, as well as PPD. How you guys feeling?
I'm feeling okay. I think he feels a little bit better.
We had a good day.
You had a bit of a scare?
I mean, I don't know about a scare, but we had a good day.
You had a good day.
C9's a good team. I mean, they could have beaten us for sure.
Well, you've advanced. You guys will actually be facing tomorrow, so don't give away any big strategies or insights to each other.
I think we're out of stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
That was it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay. Well, with that said, since they're out of stuff, hopefully the other teams have something for us. It's going to be LGD taking on Invictus Gaming, guys, and the draft has just begun, so we're going to hop into it in just a moment. Before we do, predictions, do you view either team as a heavy favorite? Do you think this is a coin flip matchup? Thoughts on the teams?
I think IG will take it, maybe 2-1.
I really don't know. I haven't played against either of these teams since the reshuffle, so
Okay.
I think IG are probably the favorites just on paper, but I'm not sure like who's better.
All right. Well, to find out, let's go ahead, hop into the draft. It's LGD versus IG. I feel like I've cast this matchup many times, but some new faces on both teams, of course. And looks like it will be IG on the Dire side here, LGD on the Radiant. First pick going to IG. They take the Quap for 430.
I wonder who got the first choice. Choose first.
Yeah, do we know who won the coin flip?
Hey, Brian, do we know who won the coin flip? Can we find out?
I think obviously it's going to be IG choosing first pick.
You think so?
Because we played them just on Red Bull and they constantly take the first pick all the time. And yeah, that's pretty much the case, and the enemy just...
LGD apparently won.
Ah, so. They won? So they wanted Radiant over them.
I guess so.
I guess they favor Radiant now too.
Well, and I said it's 430 Queen of Pain, but they did run Burning on this once against you guys. So
yeah.
They're not afraid to mix it up a little.
We're not.
All right, we'll see the Rubik Lina reply. Seems like Lina is still pretty much as popular as ever in the latest patch.
Yeah,
you guys have been running her a lot.
She's still pretty good. They nerfed her Ags a little bit, but it's not really too noticeable. And the great thing about her is she can go to like any lane. Like she can go mid, safe lane, even some offlane players play her, and she can also be played as a support. So she's good. She farms well too.
What are you thinking for IG here? Do they look for a support pick?
Well, there's still, of course, Chen in the pool. There's
the Enchantress, of course.
The Enchantress, the Dragon Knight, which they favor a lot sometimes. Yeah, they really have a wide variety. Broodmother also is one of their heroes that they really want to play. But I feel like IG wanted Rubik themselves, just to play some Rubik games. But I'm not really sure what their plan is right now. Quap first pick is not the case, you know, to do all the time. So maybe they just have a plan. Maybe just they want to win lanes. Seems like it's going to be a Brewmaster, Queen of Pain. That's an IG favorite thing. They're gonna get like 2 supports, which are gonna solidify maybe a aggressive lane against this Rubik Lina. Because I think Lina is not being played much on LGD mid lane. They would rather have him as support. Brewmaster is a pretty good tri-laner.
We saw them use him against Not Today, and I mean, they just got run over. IG very comfortable with the Brew. They banned the Tusk. Is this just because of the sigil, or what is the reasoning for the ban here?
No, I'm not totally sure. Like Tusk, you know, the slowing the attack speed is pretty good against. I think mostly against like Visage, but Visage is banned. Maybe they're just worried about some sort of aggressive roaming.
But you have to understand, it's all connected to the Brewmaster. Think it's because Yao plays the offlane Oscar, and he gets the sigil up level like 7 already, super up, and it's just going to annoy the Brewmaster's ultimate quite a lot.
That's true. They had a lot of success with it. I think when I watched that game, I think it was against like Not Today, but
there was no Brew there, but it was just trialing.
He still did, like he was like dominating on the Tusk. So
they're confident with Tuskar, and they probably IG LGD play against each other a lot, so they understand that they counter it like that.
Well, we are going to see that Luo Broodmother getting banned out now. Definitely not something you want to let them slip through until the second stage unless you have a clear plan for it.
That hero's so annoying. I'm like kind of upset that he's such a big part of the meta right now.
Admiral Bulldog's happy though.
Nah.
He's probably there in chat
I think
right
nobody ever liked Broodmother. Like in the history of Dota.
Yeah, see, when I started playing Dota, Brood was already out of the meta. So
Yeah,
it's not until like now where I'm just getting the full effect of Broodmother just kicking my ass.
now. Realize just
as a
how
support.
disgusting and
Oh man, it was pretty bad in pubs when you had like absolutely nothing and they're like last picking Brood. But now like once we have like professional players and teams like abusing the laning phase so hard, it's a whole different beast.
puts that nauseating feeling in the pit of your stomach.
It's
you know?
a daunting task to take care of a Broodmother.
Well, LGD are going to go for the Bristle. It's something that is pretty popular with the Chinese teams, especially as like a. I know Winter's talked about this a lot as a counter to the Brewmaster split. You've got the Quills. He's tanky, and he can easily kill off the Fire Panda.
I'm pretty sure IG themselves wanted the Bristleback, and because that's how naturally they play. They play XI on like carry type of hero also.
Kind of in your face and aggressive.
And it's a very potent mech hero for them. So right now maybe they're looking forward to a mech hero. I'm not sure about the tri-lane. It still works quite well. But the case is pretty much that they want another farmer, another core hero. A hero with a mech, Razor, Viper, who cares, something like that.
So you expect very like strong laning, aggressive early to mid game heroes.
That's how IG plays.
It's not a bad way to play this patch. Like you don't even need like super late game carries anymore.
They're really hard to play these days also because of some item changes and the creeps not giving that much gold. Oh, here comes the Dazzle.
Team pick.
Helps you deal with the Bristleback a little bit with the minus armor and the good sustain hero in general.
It's really good with Panda as well. Like
Yeah.
you get a lot of damage with the Broodlings.
Just ensures you get your split off as well. Up against Alina, there's
Yeah,
a pretty
true.
good burst.
True, definitely.
So what LGD you want here? They've got... And also, I guess the question now is this a support lane or a core? With them, it's generally been a support.
I think it's probably a support. I've seen Xiaowei play it multiple times.
Yeah, 90% of the times.
Yeah. With other teams, you'd be thinking it's a core.
He goes like a
Your
really
team, for example.
unique build though. He does. I think he was like Mana Boots Mech one game. So see how farmed he gets.
I think it's at some point Alina is very good against Queen of Pain and Brewmaster middle also, especially against Queen of Pain because you constantly shove him and nuke him constantly. Like, you have better range on him. But they go for the Storm Spirit. And well,
Pretty good.
I don't really have the best control for the Storm here.
Well,
Only the-
Bristleback Storm is a lot of things to deal with, to be honest. And when there's like a Rubik and Lina behind that can dish out a lot of nuke damage, it's if those Bristleback and Storms get a little bit ahead, I think LGD will be in a very fine spot to win this game. Plus Storm is pretty okay against Dazzle. Like if Storm gets ahead, then Dazzle has no game.
No matter how far back you sit, he's going to find you, and you're probably not getting off that clutch grave to turn the team fight.
Yep, does a lot of magic damage too, so he doesn't have to worry about like high amounts of armor.
And for now, there's not really much lockdown on the enemy team.
True.
And usually when you pick up a Dazzle, you don't really pick it up with another stunner, usually. You end up maybe having Rubik as your whatever, but Vengeful Spirits and Visages and Disruptor is not a stun too, so that's pretty much the case.
Yeah,
That
this,
works.
This will help you for some part of the game, but
Yeah, it will
eventually
help
he gets
something.
the BKB. Then you may have trouble locking him down.
It's still pretty good. Having to like get an early BKB on Storm is definitely not what you want to do. Most Storms like an Orchid or even like Bloodstone first,
Bloodstone,
and
normally.
some Storms go Yules and Lincolns or whatever.
I know Sumail did that against Disruptor pick, and it seemed like a pretty good solution as just a first item.
Yules can work a lot of the games, especially like against like early silences like Skywrath and maybe like a Quap who gets like an early Orchid.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty useful.
Even just dodging a couple seconds of the
Exactly.
static storm.
If you're able to get away with not having a BKB because you have a Yules, it's almost always a better choice, I think.
There's always like a threshold that people want to kill you in when the static storm starts hitting you.
Yeah.
And when you disable those last seconds of the static storm, which deal the most amount of damage too, and usually it's like this, that when you place it, not everybody is ready to dish out all their spells. So when they start getting closer, you can use yourself and get away.
Trap him in the field, and then you go, oh, focus this guy, focus this guy.
Surprise! All right, so LGD going to ban out a Luo hero, the Axe.
It's the only hero to be picked up.
What is Luo gonna play this game? I don't think I've ever seen him offlane. Maybe once or twice I've seen the offlane brew, but it's pretty uncommon. More likely.
So they're dire. I don't know. There's a lot of good heroes left. I mean,
not many cores though. If they want to put him offlane.
That's where the Bristleback would have fit in so nicely, because he can go offlane and he can be kind of that damage dealer later on in the game.
yeah, a little bit of carry potential. They could do a Furion. It's not super awful. I don't think I've seen him play it though.
That didn't sound like a ringing endorsement either.
It's just like offlane is in such a weird place right now. It's just
Oh, this is interesting.
you either get a lot or you get nothing, and if you get nothing, you're in big trouble.
Pugna comes out for LGD.
Yeah, it's a tri-lane Pugla. It seems Bristleback offlane stole mid. That's what I would think. This
A lot of early pushing from LGD, you think, with the tri-lane?
it's a really good pickup actually.
Why don't we see more Pugna right now? Because it feels like...
We will. I think we will. During some times, I think we will see it a little bit more. I think the Chinese teams have been, thinking about it longer than the Europeans, but possibly not.
I know Vici Gaming was loving their Pugna back around the TI4 era. And, well, IG, Luo Hero coming out now, most likely, with the Centaur being picked up. It's a good stun, some burst damage here, and secondary form of lockdown to deal with that Storm Spirit, it feels like.
Well, I think even though Queen of Pain can win Storm Spirit mid, I think LGD's laning phase is a little bit better. Just because of what their heroes can do in the early levels. I don't think Dazzle, Disruptor, Centaur, and even Brewmaster Queen of Pain can do what Pugna can do in this game. This Pugna just makes a lot of aggression right now happen.
I agree. LGD's laning phase is probably going to be better. IG's doesn't necessarily have the best try, and their offlaner will have a pretty rough 1v1, I think. Not pretty rough.
Both offlaners will probably have a really rough time, but the thing is, Pugna can deal with Centaur alone, and Lina Rubik can be very, very fast on the map and kill this Queen of Pain times. Kill heroes that want to check the rune, whatever the case pretty much is.
And they have a good setup for it with the Rubik lift, so they can actually reliably go for that gank.
Run around and maybe do some stacks. Laning phase is not just about winning the lane, it's also like the freedom that you can get on the map.
They also have the Bristle who can take Ancients, whereas Centaur, I mean, he can go to the jungle to some extent, but just not quite as effective.
Ferrari's doing the build again where he's actually getting Magic Stick level 1. There was a Magic Wand once in a game we played, I think, against us. With a puck. And that's the first time I saw a Magic Wand.
Oh, he actually had the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Because I heard that. I was like listening, but I wasn't exactly watching, and I heard them say Magic Wand. I just assumed they made a mistake.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that, but it's not that bad. I mean, he has a circlet now instead of a recipe.
It's very cost efficient, but I'm not really sure if it's the best choice.
We'll see if he wants to go ahead and upgrade it for now. Could be a potential null talisman.
Yeah. He thinks he's definitely up against Storm, which I think is the case, right? Yes. Yeah,
Storm looks to be going mid with these items. And Sylar is going to be part of the tri-lane. The aggro tri-lane Pugna, it looks like. So they're going to send Yao safe lane. Looking for...
Pretty similar to what Vici did the other day against Cloud9.
The 1v1 matchup, I guess, with a melee.
Yep, Rubik plus... like a lot of teams are going aggro tri-lines with Rubik this tournament. He's pretty good in an aggro tri-line. Even if you're like a step out of position, you can really get punished.
You just need that heavy damage follow-up, it feels like with which Lina Pugna obviously provide in spades.
Could even decrep someone and get that Lina burst.
They have good setup, so this could be scary for IG. They do have a good defensive support in the Dazzle, but he's not here actually. They're running dual lanes and sending Faith top. Chuan is heading towards bottom now.
Both played Lina 8 times. That is a serious amount of support Lina.
Seems they love their lane almost as much as you.
She's good.
Certainly is that. All right, so for LGD here, objectives with the tri-lane. Are you looking to push a lot? Are you denying farm? What's your game plan?
Well, they're going to ward the pull right now, which is going to be important because they're going to want to try and totally zone them here. IG's doing dual lanes, so basically their objective is to break down the laning phase as soon as possible, get the LGD supports moving around, and kind of get the more get the farm game going for IG as soon as possible. Like we said, the laning phase is a bit weaker for them. So generally just keeping your lane static and fighting head on is not really what they want to do.
Well, the first thing we need to note right now, realistically, is that they did kind of evade the tri-lane. They saw it coming, foresaw it, and they put Panda on a better lane, because at top lane he would not have gotten this best like last hits, as you can see, like right now he's already having. And you know, that's how the game will go. We're gonna see how the supports of LGD are going to control this game, because either they stay top and they start putting pressure on this tower, or they start moving middle, or they start teleporting bottom. Whatever the case is, bottom aggression happening.
I think they do want to make a little bit of pressure on Yao, but Creep's blocking, burning away for now. He tries to swipe away. It's like he'll get a deny off here, and so far is farming well. Mid lane, seems like Queen getting a couple of extra denies early. Not really shutting down maybe by any means though, who is equal in terms of last hits.
Well, an Invis rune on Rubik can maybe set something up.
This could be big.
That's
They're
the
gonna
sentry
find
though.
Fate. They get off the initial lift, followed by the stun. And the Slave, can they run him down with auto attacks? Faith, where is he gonna go? One more auto attack, first blood to LGD. And well, you guys mentioned, Puppey, you mentioned making something happen with the tri-lane. They certainly have now.
I even said like it's his sentry. I thought actually he had 2 sentries. Maybe even de-ward that one that he placed it. Where did the second sentry go? At bottom lane for Johan?
Yeah,
okay, I see.
It's bottom. That's unfortunate.
It's definitely unfortunate. I'm not sure if their rune ward at the top there is far enough. Oh yeah, it shows. Yeah, they definitely saw the rune. Just you know, a little bit out of position there. Maybe they thought the Rubik was headed towards mid, or I'm not sure, but pretty big kill for the roaming supports is what they needed to do.
You know, LGD they got that first kill, so they're thinking maybe IG don't have vision here, and they smoke out a vision. Now they're moving towards mid. 430 will salve up. Instead they're gonna find poor Faith again. This guy just got done being sent to the grave, and it might happen once more. The Glimpse back.
Wow.
One more auto attack. He barely survives on 22 health.
Good old Lina backlash attack.
It's almost like getting the kill. Now he's gonna walk all the way back to base again. Poor guy.
Space created.
Well, Centaur is getting closer to his level 6, but he might die here right now.
This is feeling like a BG gaming game. LGD just keep on going for these ganks to Crep, a blast, and another kill.
Yep, they're having some laning phase issues.
Well, there's a mana boost right now coming up. I think they will start pushing this tower.
And the Bassi probably soon to follow if Sylar wants it. This is going to be hard for IG to slow down. Their Brew still a ways off a Blink Dagger or level 6. So I guess if you're IG, you accept this tower may go down and just try to make up for it elsewhere. Do you guys see them being able to defend it?
I don't really see them defending it.
I don't think they can defend. This was kind of like, this kind of reminds me of TI4. We were a team that drafted Panda a lot because, you know, he's obviously really good against, you know, team fighting early. But when we went up against the Chinese teams, they actually pushed before Panda even got his Blink Dagger or before Panda was even ready to fight. So I think that's something that IG needs to be really careful about here, is if they lose a tower or two, then all the heroes in LGD will have so much gold that an early brew split really won't be that effective. Yeah,
they get those extra bracers or urns.
Exactly.
See the mech coming out sooner.
Tank up a little bit, and they'll be just fine to deal with that brew split.
LGD are now leaving 3 top, so it does look like they may want to go for some pushing.
Well, I think the problem right now is that Dazzle's and Disruptor's levels are not even going to be there, I think, soon. Right now they're level 3, yes, but if they don't make something happen with their heroes, it's going to be very hard for them, because I don't think they have a hero that can clear stacks to farm them really fast, besides Queen of Pain. Panda maybe can do it together, or Dazzle Panda can do it, but that takes a lot of time.
And meanwhile, LGD, they have the Pugna, the Lina, and they're going to go in with another lift. This time IG do have Chuan in reserve. Has the heal coming out. The rotation comes from 430. And the Glimpse, bringing back the Pugna. Sylar alive for now, though. He's pretty healthy. That Nether Ward doing heavy damage. And IG, 4 heroes basically at half health, and they're going to get Chuan. LGD 3v4, just winning the fight. Pugna really showing his strength in the early game. That ward is ridiculous.
That did not go too well. I think if Ferrari would have teleported in a little bit faster, it would have been good, but it's
if he
hard
ulted there, he would have died.
Yeah, if he ulted there, he would have died.
I mean, that's just so good for LGD, though. They're happily farming the other lanes. They're winning this 3v4 top. Really slowing IG down.
Yeah,
Storm's ahead of Queen of Pain and CS now.
Yeah, Storm is going to be a problem for sure, especially if this Disruptor doesn't get an early 6.
So if you're IG now, is this just all about the burning blink, would you say? And what he can do with this?
That's part of it.
Just one part.
Yeah, but even if he gets a blink, I'm not sure he should stop farming. Like, I'm not sure how much he can help just by himself. Like, he might need to wait a bit longer.
I'd even figure that you need to go Midas right now and then farm that blink.
Midas Panda.
Oh, well, it will work because you will get level 11 maybe faster, because I think this level 1 split is not going to do anything.
Yeah, LGD certainly aren't afraid of anything. They take the tower with ease. Pugna doing work.
Are we going to see some Guardian Greaves by Pugna? New item?
Possibly if Queen of Pain wants to go Orchid.
That item seems like it can be amazing. We saw, who was it? BSJ got it on his Huskar.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of Huskars get it.
That was disgusting. He was basically unkillable.
Yeah, it's really good for a hero like that, especially.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the best item this game, but having like free mana boots and a free mech is pretty helpful on your mana pool.
They do want to keep the pressure up, though.
There's a ward on top of
shall we? Are scouted out, but they're gonna spot Faith. Here comes the Queen of Pain on. They tried to bait them in. The lift is there from MMY. Turn from Shawi completely whiffs the stun, though. Now they're on the run. Luo chasing forward, but can't. No, might be able to get him with the double edge. And got him. Oh, nice pick off there for IG, getting 2 heroes, and that ward setting everything up.
Yeah, that's a good ward. I think there was no reason for LGD to think that they need to gank anymore, rather than to just start deathballing, kind of. Because that was an orientation for a gank. Was not necessary, and they got punished right now. And this is exactly what IG really wants to do, to see that if LGD want to waste more time on ganking instead of pushing.
That was a really good ward. I don't think many teams would place that ward as dire, especially this early.
I guess IG read LGD quite well.
Yeah, it seemed like they knew that they were going to make a move on mid after that.
Maybe Mr. Fate was like, you killed me there once, I'm going to place the ward the second time, you know? You ain't
if I'm going to die, it's not going to be the same way twice.
Yeah, I'm not going to actually bait you next time.
Yeah. Well, he certainly did that. Now they're going to smoke. LGD moving towards top, but IG playing safe here.
They're going to walk on the same ward probably when the smoke pops.
It is about to wear off. If they want to go on mid, they better make their move right now. They're taking a little longer. They get a lane ward down. They're about to be scouted by it.
Hello.
Hello.
It's a bit too aggressive. They need to be careful about diving into Panda.
There's no Queen of Pain all, but that burst split could be devastating. He is closing in on the blink.
Yeah, he can use a clamp also
it.
right now to get those last hits a little bit faster. Maybe sell a Stout Shield. Maybe not that good of an idea.
Oh, he'd better if he wants to hold this tier 1, because LGD are coming for it right now. Drop down the Pugna ward, and they almost have their mech complete. If they get this tower, they will have it.
Centaur is right now farming his blink too, so the next fight is probably going to be with blinks if they go bottom lane.
Oh, Rubik will get the last hit.
What do you guys think of the new Pugna ward cosmetic? I think it's bad.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I think it's too easy to see.
Is this an immortal or?
Yeah, I think it's one of the new ones. I'm not sure. I'm not a big cosmetics guy, but yeah, it's.
The thing is, anything that is too flashy and big, I dislike.
Like that Mirana arrow.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I think it sticks out. Like the other ward is so much smaller, and you can kind of like hide it in trees, and maybe they won't notice it. But
I mean,
pay to lose.
If you want to use it, go ahead. I wouldn't use it myself.
Looks pretty.
You should
cool.
just gift it to your opponents. You know, buy them a special set of all the worst cosmetics that like actually hurt your chances of winning. There you go.
Yeah, their strategy and everything, man.
Pat him on the back, smile a little bit.
It's a pretty slow-paced 6.84 game.
It really is. We've seen
only 5 kills at 10 minutes.
Like 10, 15 kills, I would say, at least.
What is this?
At this stage of the game. Maybe the teams don't remember what patch they're on.
Ice Frog was wrong.
Oh, I think IG is probably pretty happy with that, though. Given the way the game started, they're getting time to farm their blinks.
It's definitely good to slow things down for them.
Yeah, as long as they can at some point probably join, like jump to Pugna and kill him. It doesn't matter if it takes a lot of effort to kill him. Just kill him and stuff. It's gonna be good, but it's still very, very hard.
Big problem is what Puppey was talking about earlier is that these supports on IG just don't have any like way to farm. Like Dazzler can kind of farm, but he doesn't really have a lane right now. And they have to worry about the Storm Spirit.
That's a 600 net worth Dazzle. He's just total food.
Yeah, that's not fun. Yeah.
I've been there, man. I've been there.
Yeah, me too.
It's rough.
Rip.
So, you gotta have wards though,
You gotta have wards, and you gotta have smokes, and you gotta have that magic stick too.
Yeah.
We're going to see Xiaowei TP out, but this is giving the Storm a lot of space. Queen of Pain nowhere near something like an Orchid. Centaur Blink Dagger not yet unveiled, and maybe is taking advantage of this space. Team's going to pressure bottom, he's going to farm top, and now IG have a choice. Do they want to hold the tower? Do they want to try to threaten the Storm?
Well, they want to threaten the Storm a little bit, so he teleports maybe into the base, but...
Not been happening. He's like, Disruptor's not 6, I'll farm where I want, when I want.
Pretty much.
He's getting absolute free farm.
Well, he's not that ahead, though, as you could think so. One death, and he's, again, back to whatever IG's cores are at.
Bristleback's looking pretty tanky. Oh, this guy's...
Blast gonna miss, but they're still gonna go on him with the Decrep life drain, and they almost get the kill. Dive comes out, beautiful grave by Chuan.
Nice.
Bringing Faith back to safety.
So guys, I just won on my level 6.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Still yet to see that
here
Burning
we go.
Ultimate. Meanwhile, top lane, Luo, or rather, Luo. Maybe not gonna go on Luo.
No, Luo's running, though.
Yeah.
Luo was doing something.
Luo was doing something.
Close enough.
Seems like nobody can really easily lane against the Storm right now.
No, not really. Maybe, I mean, no, not really. I mean,
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, he's on LGD.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
He can do it. Because he's the Storm.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man.
That's next level.
Well, Disruptor really wants to get his level 6.
What's the co-op build? So you want Orchid?
Yeah, no, wait. Was
I think
that
he
point
bought
booster somewhere?
Oblivions.
Yeah.
No, Orchid, okay.
140
Point booster
Orchid.
was on Storm.
Yeah.
So that's a Bloodstone. First item. I'm guessing it's going to be very good in this whole matchup right now, because they really want to. They don't want to kill Roshan most likely, and they don't want to kill Ancients. They just want to push towers as fast as they can. And one Bloodstone on Storm, even if you kill him, actually healing everybody can be so much worth it.
Definitely. Also, you can farm a lot more out of the map, take some of IG's jungle away from them, keep lanes pushed, kind of just do his own thing, and it'll help him farm even faster.
Also, the fact that if you don't get a kill on the Storm, you don't kind of get like a lot of money actually, which you can get, and experience. So if you deny yourself during the fight and you're the only one dying because you heal up your teammates, you actually gain nothing.
And if you don't die, you stand to gain even more. So
There you go.
well, LGD, comfortable lead here. These teams did face off in the China qualifier, and LGD ended up taking that series.
Did these teams play in round... Oh, no, they didn't play. They both lost, right? Or LGD beat out today and then lost to you guys?
And the LAN portion, you mean? No, they did not.
They haven't played. This is their first matchup, right? Together against each other.
In what
This
sense?
tournament.
version?
This tournament.
Yes.
This tournament, yes.
Okay.
yes.
No, I was saying in the group, the online portion.
Yeah.
Oh, the online portion.
The online portion, because LGD won the qualifier. Oh, no, wait.
Yeah. LGD won.
IG was the maid
IG.
costumes.
Yep, they got the maid costumes.
They didn't bring them though. Very convenient that they forgot to pack them
Very convenient.
for us as well.
I mean, I wouldn't want to see Chuan with
I
that
know.
in
That's,
real life.
I don't think they want to wear them, and
Maid costumes, bathtub interviews.
Yeah, that stuff.
Some of it's really gone downhill, LD.
I'm sorry, man. It's all for the fans, you know.
Yep.
It's all for the fans. That's
For
what
the
they asked
fans.
for, right?
That's what they asked for.
Give the people what they want.
All right.
Give it to them now.
But still get hated.
Yes, there you go.
Oh, God. All right.
LGD
Smoke action.
They have level 6 on everybody now.
Oh, Queen of Pain just
uh-oh.
blinked.
Do they find her? They do start off with a lift. Static Storm gets deployed, but the ward's waiting. Laguna to the phase. See you later, Luo. Easy pickoff.
They have a ward right on top of them.
Seemed like that Static Storm almost bailed them out, but just wasn't quite enough in the end.
I don't think really if MMY was in any danger. They can't use their spells offensively once the mech is there and the ward is down.
Yeah, IG's in a lot of trouble. I'm not sure what they're going to do here. They're going to need a
Just
very
go
favorable
full
team fight.
split push here and just try and avoid
They need to
fighting.
fight because they're going to lose their Rexes. Pokemon really good at getting early
They are
Rexes.
going to have to fight now, maybe with the jump in on Bernie. Gets graved. He's probably going to have to split here. Life Drain bringing him low. He does barely get it off, but now LGD just walk away, and it's only the Bristle who's even near that Bruce, but they just aren't doing any damage during this type. Boulder comes out. Tyler way far back, and Yao not even taking
Oh, Yao
damage.
can
with
go
the,
in.
The Dazzle just not able to influence this fight, despite
Storm
the ult.
teleported back though.
Burning will survive, but that's a Bruce split for basically nothing. And now LGD just
Stand up.
5-man.
Well, they're not even getting the mid tower, which Ferrari could have probably taken if he would have just kept on hitting it. Not really sure how much HP. Well, I'm not sure if he would have killed it, but
Could
he
have
would
done
been
some
close.
damage for sure.
And we would have gotten his Orchid straight up right now.
He is pretty close to it. Gets the second Oblivion Staff. It's a pretty good timing. But LGD aren't waiting for that. They're going to take this tier 2.
This Bristleback will be a real problem in the fights, because I think he can just kill the Fire Panda straight up. He can just run in and kill the Disruptor. Run in and make Dazzle use
They're
ultimate.
going to try to engage here. The Netherward's doing good work on the backlines, though. Static Storm comes out on it, too. Maybe balling forward and burning in the front lines for now. Twan, Faith, both drop low. The Quill stack up. A great way to paint ult, but now he's got to jump away.
He's
in the
linked
end.
into Bristle.
1 for 1, and Bristle just going hard in the paint onto 430. The Quill's doing work. So too is that Mace. They're going to get 4 heroes.
that
IG just getting wrecked.
Is that it?
Maybe. Yeah, I enjoy those sentry wards that are placed on the map by IG. Do you see how desperate they are actually to take that fight which was there? That's like 4 sentries.
Jeez.
I'm having TI4 flashbacks, man. I'm not liking this China Dota right now.
No.
It's
Hey, at least they fought. You got a little blood.
you know,
Two one-sided.
when you're in a situation like this, you have to choose your fight very carefully. But you so desperately need it, you often can't find the fight that you
Then you
want.
force it and you just
Exactly.
get punished. Well, that's the Bloodstone for Storm. 18-minute Bloodstone. They've got the BKB on Bristle. Pugna probably has something. Necrobook maybe? No.
Nah, he's gonna get BKB. I think they're gonna get 3 BKBs soon.
3 BKBs and then high ground. Maybe a Roshan too. It's pretty easy with Bristleback, I think.
Yeah, Bristle can do it. Not sure. Did Rubik get a spell right now? It's, okay.
Just Stampede.
Just Stampede,
no
right?
big deal.
Just nothing.
I mean, I feel like he should probably steal Quap's ult though. I mean, if I was the Ruby. No, I'm kidding. I would have already been dead in that team fight for sure.
I think he used his ultimate straight up when Centaur jumped in.
Yeah, I heard the first one, and then all of a sudden I saw Centaur running away. I was like, oh, I guess Rubik got it.
And this is a good Rubik game. That Stampede, Grave, Bruce split potentially.
It's too bad IG didn't have a better game. We could have seen that Ags Centaur.
That is
It just wasn't-
that
just wasn't
feels
meant to be.
very strong.
Or possibly we would have seen Rubik with Axe and then steal the Centaur's ultimate.
There you go. One way or the other. They are trying for a bit of pressure here. Seems they're ready to fight now.
Well, they
Yao's
can't
out.
kill the Bristleback, that's for sure.
But can they ignore him? Last fight that caused them problems.
Panda can do that.
They're gonna go engage here. Nice jump away by maybe dodges the stun from the Centaur, and now Yao just starts going on to Luo with the BKB active. They're gonna steal the double edge.
Against that
Actually, the home stop. Look to turn this one around. Ball forward on the Faith. They're gonna get him as well. 430 Blinky back, but maybe he's waiting. He's graved and about to die unless he blinks out in the nick of time. Can he? Oh, no, it's on cooldown. They pull a charge. GG. Sub 20-minute game, 12-3. It was easy for LGD.
It fairly was. Lanes went well. Lineup is destined to push. IG does not have any factor to like stop a push. No Coddle, no Rubik, no Crystal Maiden, no Lina, no whatever the case pretty much is.
Yep.
Nothing to stop a push.
When your lanes win the game. It's kind of where this patch seems like it's at right now.
Looking at this game, was there any particular thing that jumped out at you guys they should have done differently as far as like the lane assignments, the draft, the hero, just the, I don't know, the rotations early on?
It's pretty hard to say it wasn't the draft. I mean, I don't think IG necessarily